And on top of the glass back, you have a dual camera setup, which I've said time and time again, I think this camera setup is still really, really good. It's a dual 12 megapixel sensor. You have a 12 megapixel wide and then a 12 megapixel telephoto. And like I stated before, I've mentioned it a billion times throughout my channel. I think the XS, even the iPhone 10 camera, is very, very good for the most part. Really, anything you're going to do with it is going to be fine. And the only real advantages that we have on even the iPhone 11s or even the iPhone 12s that are rumored are just the additional ultra-wide sensor. We do have that telephoto lens, which is cool. It would have been nice if this had that ultra-wide sensor, but in terms of like a quality standpoint, maybe the quality is a little bit better. I don't really see it. Like if I'm going day to day, this thing will be able to do pretty much everything I wanted to do realistically as, an iPhone 11 Pro could do. Now on the XS, we can do 4K at 60, which is really cool. And unfortunately, there's not really a lot of features built in, unlike, on the Galaxy S20 series and the Note 20 and all those ones. We have a lot more features built into that camera than this one, which is a good thing. I want to see more features built into the camera. I don't want to just see the same things over and over again. So when you have something like an 11 Pro and the iPhone 12s and the 13s, there's going to have to be a lot more software features added, like a pro mode, pro video mode, pro photo mode, all those things. We don't have that on the XS. We don't have that on the 11 Pro. So it's just kind of like an Apple problem. They really need to start adding more features because sooner than later, the quality of the photos is going to be one thing, but the features of the camera is going to be another thing. So if you pick up this camera, you're not going to feel like you have an outdated device because of the camera setup. So I guess that's a pretty big asset for it. And anytime you're going to shoot a photo or video on it, you're going to be perfectly fine. I don't see anybody really being super upset that their phones can't do an ultra-wide sensor. Most of the time I'm using a phone, I'm using the front camera anyway. And this thing has a 7 megapixel front-facing camera. And you can do 1080p videos at 60 frames per second, which is also really cool. And like I stated before, I really do like seeing those type of things. I wish it was 4K, but again, this came out at 2018. Is totally okay. And this front camera on this can do everything you throw at it too. If you're filming Instagram videos, Snapchats, TikTok videos, whatever, this is going to be a pretty good camera for the most part. If you're trying to get like cinema quality videos and stuff from this front camera, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it on any phone right now. But I think for a majority of people out there, this camera setup is perfectly fine for sure. Now,